It is November 2020, and the fourth Stormlight Archive book, Rhythm of War, is right around the corner, about to be released. And fans all around the world are incredibly excited to continue to explore this epic world that the author Brandon Sanderson is creating for us. Over the past few years, the popularity of this author and of this particular series has absolutely exploded. And as this series continues over the next 10, 20 years, it is going to grow increasingly difficult to keep track of and to remember all that is going on as the series continues. There are some great resources that are available, like coppermind.net and 17thshard.com, both of which I'll link in the description down below. There are also some great booktubers and podcasters that have created summaries of the series thus far. However, if you don't want to do a deep dive every time a new book is coming out in the series, if you don't want to spend hours upon hours upon hours recapping and reminding yourself of all that is going on, or if you don't want to read through every single one of the books that so far are over 1,000 pages each just to get caught up before you read the next book, then I want to present to you a new series that I'm going to do. It's going to start now. A few videos will come out, and then as the years progress and as new books come out in the series, there will be new entries into this series, and it is 5-minute Stormlight Summaries. This is exactly what it sounds like. I plan to dedicate a 5-minute video to each of the books in the series, doing my best to summarize the main story and the main plot in the text, accompanied by some stellar artwork from fans. Now, within 5 minutes, to try to summarize a book that is over 1,000 pages long, that has so much depth and history and lore and characterizations and point of views and plot and drama and battles and all of these things, I won't possibly be able to dive as deep as some do. But I hope to provide you with enough of an overview to help you feel prepared to jump into the next book that is being released. In this video, allow me to just set up the series at large, and in the next video, we'll jump into the first book in the Stormlight Archive with The Way of Kings. Excluding novellas, there are 3 books that have been released in this series so far: The Way of Kings, Words of Radiance, and Oathbringer. The 4th is to be released in just a few days, and it is called Rhythm of War. The series is going to be 10 books total, split into 2 different parts of 5 books each. Each of the books so far have all started at the same place, at the same event, at the same point in time, but told from different perspectives. It is a dinner celebration where King Gavilar is assassinated by Szeth Sunsun Villano, Truthless of Shinovar, the Assassin in White. And this assassination starts a war between the Alethi people, these humans, and the Parshindi, this race of people that are similar to, but very different than, the humans. From there, the story just kind of explodes as we go across different continents and different countries and different people groups and different battles and wars and regions and people. The cast of this series is enormous, but each book focuses on a handful of POVs, and they center in on one particular character for each book to give us some flashbacks to find out more about the history of a particular character by giving us their backstory. A few key things to note: this genre of the Stormlight Archive is epic or high fantasy, meaning you're going to be introduced to a lot of unfamiliar concepts. One of them is there is a robust magic system that is going on in this universe. Another, there are many unfamiliar words or names or creatures, some of them including Spren, Shardblade, Shardplates, High Storms, Light Eyes, and Dark Eyes, and then you even have the name Numuhuku Makia Kia Ia Lunamore. Or he also goes by Rock. However, you don't have to know all of that right away. Sanderson does an incredible job of slowly revealing and teaching these things throughout the course of the series. Finally, something happened 4,500 years ago. 9 of the planet's greatest heroes broke their oath to protect humanity, and they abandoned the 10th to unimaginable torture. That one held back humanity's ancient enemies, the Voidbringers, for centuries, until he too broke. And now, as our story begins, a new desolation is coming. Thank you so much for watching and for liking this video. If you haven't yet, click subscribe so that you don't miss any of the entries in this 5-minute Stormlight Summaries series. The very next one is on the Way of Kings. We'll see you then.